This is an important moment for Boeing Wichita, for WSU Tech, and our community. Today, we're announcing the Boeing Workforce Training Center, a new partnership. This is a partnership that will develop and sustain highly skilled workforce that we need to meet our production needs and strengthen our operations right here in Wichita. This partnership reflects our commitment to invest in our people, our community, and the future of aerospace manufacturing in Wichita. We have an outstanding group of speakers here today who will share more about what this partnership means. Before I introduce them, I want to acknowledge elected officials who have joined us here today. Wichita Mayor Lily Wu, and members of the City Council, thank you. Chairman Bluba and the County Commission, thank you. And members of the Kansas State Legislature, thank you. First, we'll hear from Congressman Ron Estes. Ron Estes is fifth-generation Kansas and serves on the Kansas 4th Congressional District in the U.S. House of Representatives. Since being sworn into office in 2017, Congressman Estes has defended Wichita's aviation industry, a staunch advocate for American innovation. Congressman Estes spearheaded a bipartisan bill to protect research and development through American Innovation and R&D Competitiveness Act, which was included in the Working Families Tax Cuts. It restores immediate R&D expenses for U.S. job creators. Prior to becoming an elected official, Congressman Estes grew up on his family farm in Kansas. He went to earn a degree in civil engineering and a graduate degree in business administration. Congressman Estes began his career in consultant and management roles for industries including aerospace, energy, and manufacturing. Congressman Estes has previously served as Sedgwick County Treasurer and then Kansas State Treasurer. He is the only former state treasurer serving on the Committee of Ways and Means. Congressman Estes also serves on the Budget Committee and the Joint Economic Committee, and is the chair of the Social Security Subcommittee and the co-chair of the House Aerospace Caucus. Next, we'll hear from Ihsan Munir. Ihsan is the Senior Vice President of Global Supply Chain and Fabrication for Boeing Commercial Airplanes. Appointed to this position in December 2022, Ihsan is responsible for Boeing commercial supply chain strategy, its deliverables, and requirements across all airplane programs to increase a stable, predictable supply chain across all our factories. In addition, he leads our fabrication division across Boeing commercial airplanes. This includes engineering and millions of parts, aerospace parts, manufactured in the United States, Australia, Canada, and the United Kingdom. Ihsan served as Senior Vice President of Commercial Sales and Marketing. He received his bachelor's and master's degree in aerospace engineering from Wichita State University. Ihsan serves on the National Advisory Board of Wichita State University, the Advisory Board of Wichita State School of Engineering, and the Executive Council for Seattle Partners. And then Dr. Sherry Utash president of WSU Tech will share her perspective on what this collaboration means, what it means in terms of workforce readiness for this region. Dr. Utash has served as president of WSU since 2015, leading its transformation into one of the fastest growing colleges in Kansas. And prior to this role, she spent 8 years at Wichita Area Technical College, vice president of academic affairs. Today, WSU Tech serves more than 10,000 students and is the managing partner for the National Center of Aviation Training. Dr. Utash brings a unique blend of leadership in both higher education and private industry, with a focus on aligning education with workforce needs. She led the formation of the National Aviation Consortium, a $15 million grant-funded initiative involving two-year colleges across 5 states, and played a key role in WATC's affiliation with Wichita State University to create WSU Tech. We're here today. Dr. Utash previously served on the US President's American Workforce Policy Advisory Board and currently serves as chair of the National Coalition of Certification Centers, NC3, and on the board of the American Association of Community Colleges. And finally, we'll hear from Jeff Taylor. Jeff is a frontline manager at Boeing Wichita, and he has deep roots in the aviation, having served as a mechanic and for the last decade, part of our training program. His first-hand experience with WSU Tech gives him a unique perspective on the power of this partnership and what it will mean for our teammates at Boeing Wichita. Thank you again for joining us. Congressman Estes, the floor is yours.
Well, good morning. What a great day to be in Wichita and our community as we look to the future. You know, Wichita has always been a city that's looked to the horizon. For over a century, men and women in our community have built airplanes. They've also built the future of flight. Today, we mark a significant new chapter in that future. I want to thank the leadership of Boeing for their investment in South Central Kansas. The announcement is a testament to what we in the 4th District have known for a long time. If you want the best aerospace technology in the air, you need the best workforce on the ground, and that's what you get here in Wichita in our community. We've watched the landscape of our local industry evolve, particularly with the recent reintegration of Spirit Aerospace into Boeing and the Boeing family of companies. You know, that tradition wasn't just about corporate logos, but it was about stability, quality, and long-term health of our regional economy. When a global leader like Boeing doubles down on Wichita and our community, it sends a message to the world. It says that the air capital of the world isn't just a historic title. It's a living, breathing powerhouse for the 21st century. But beyond the hangars and flight lines, today's about people. It's about the thousands of families whose lives and livelihoods depend on the success of projects that go on here. It's about the small businesses and suppliers throughout the region that form the backbone of our aerospace industry. Boeing's investment not only reinforces Wichita's position as a leading aerospace hub and the air capital of the world, but it also is expected to generate significant economic benefits by creating new job opportunities and supporting the region's workforce development goals. Our people are our most valuable asset, and ensuring that the tools that they have to succeed is a wise investment to maintain America's gold standard in aviation safety and innovation. That gold standard is what we strive for every day, whether it's the work being done at Wichita State University or WSU Tech, or to train the next generation of engineers and mechanics and machinists that work on our line, or the skilled technicians that are currently on the floor ensuring that every rivet is perfect. Kansas excellence is non-negotiable. This partnership not only highlights the investment of Boeing, but also the first-class training and education that happens here in the air capital of the world. I want to especially thank Dr. Utash for her commitment to applied learning and adapting this technology innovation and technical innovation to the growing demands for our skilled workforce. The air capital continues to grow stronger because of the work of Dr. Utash and WSU Tech. As we look forward to 2026 and beyond, with production ramping up on important product lines like the 737 and the 787, we're doing more than just meeting demand. We're ensuring that America remains the global leader in aviation. In Washington, I will continue to fight for policies that unleash domestic investment and support our aerospace industry and our aerospace workforce. We need to make sure that the regulatory environment encourages growth while never wavering on safety that defines our industry. Thank you again to Boeing for your partnership, to the workers, to the students, to the faculty that are here today. Thank you for your hard work and dedication. You're the reason Wichita remains at the head of global aviation. Let's keep soaring to the skies. Thank you for having me here today.
Well, good morning, and thank you. Thank you all for being here today with us to celebrate this very significant milestone. And today is really, it's only been made possible because of the strong partnership that we have here in Wichita. And I'd like to especially thank Congressman Estes. He's been steadfast champion of Boeing Wichita, as we've just heard, and Wichita's aerospace and the business powerhouse that it is. And I mean, his leadership has been advancing the pro-growth tax policies, supporting the domestic manufacturing, and helping create the conditions that continue to make us successful and make the investments possible here in the state, and also not just in the state of Kansas, but across the country. And we're particularly appreciative of the work that you've been doing on policies that are really important to the manufacturing. That includes the Working Families Tax Cut bill last year. These are all pieces that we have to keep putting together so we can continue that competitiveness and continue doing what we're doing. And we're all super proud to be part of this journey, part of this success here in the state of Kansas. And in a big way, we're very happy to be back. We're very happy to be part of the family again. We're very happy to see our name hanging on walls and hanging on fronts and being everywhere spoken, because we were here long ago and we wouldn't be who we are today if it weren't for what the state of Kansas has done, what Wichita has done for us. And as you guys have heard, it's a little bit personal to me as well. You talked about South Central Kansas being the heartbeat of aerospace manufacturing in the United States, and Wichita being the air capital of the world. And it is truly the air capital of the world. It's not just a historical thing. It is happening. We talk a lot about Boeing. We talk a lot about X-Spirit, but there's also several suppliers who are here that we count on that are not just feeding Boeing Wichita, but they're feeding the entire Boeing ecosystem, all the way up to Seattle, to Charleston, to everywhere we got our facilities. And it starts here, and it goes from here. And I'm excited to say we'll continue doing more and exploring more with our teammates here in Kansas. And this partnership, it's not just with the state of Kansas, with the government of Kansas, with Congressman Estes, with the local government, with Lily Wu, with everybody who's been contributing, with Sherry Utash and what she's been doing along with Wichita State. But it's also a partnership with the union, with IAM, and with Lisa Whitley, who's going to be helping us with her team develop the right curriculum for our people. It's a strong partnership we're looking forward to, bringing the entire community together to do what we do best and to be competitive, because we have to be competitive. There's a lot that needs to be done here to stay ahead of the curve. And we got guys across the pond trying to eat our lunch every day. That's how we look at it. I'm the ex-salesman, as you heard Sean say, and I always look at it that way. We got to win. And the way we got to win is with this partnership between all of us, the community, the government, our state representatives, our local representatives, our legislators, our trainers, the educational system that we have here in place that drives that for us, and with us, our union members, our union leadership, and what they do on the training, and the discipline and the streamlining they do of the work that we have to do together. As I said, it's a personal thing for me, and Wichita is always a place that I considered home, and I earned, as you heard, my bachelor's and my master's degree here. I met my wife here. I'm the byproduct of South Central Kansas, given to the Boeing company back in 1996, and it's really special for me to come back and be participants in what we're doing here together, and it's quite an honor, it's quite a privilege, and we'll continue working it. And I can't tell you how proud I am to have my teammates like Kristen Schwab, who's our head of Boeing Commercial Human Resources, and Jamal Smith, who's my CFO back home, to be here with me and see where I came from, see what made me who I am, see what made Boeing what it is today with the partnership with Wichita. So thank you so much for this partnership. Thank you for walking the journey with us. We all look forward to this future together, and there'll be more to come. Keep watching this space. It's only going to get better. So thank you.
Well, thank you, Isan, and it is great to have you back home. We always love having you in Wichita. So good morning, everyone, and welcome to the National Center for Aviation Training. First, I want to start with thanking Boeing's leadership for being here and for your continued partnership and the trust that you have placed in WSU Tech. I also want to recognize elected officials that are here. Congressman Estes, thank you so much for being here. Mayor Wu, thank you for being here. Chairman Blubaugh, all the county commissioners that are here today, our city council members that are here, members of the Kansas legislators of the state of Kansas, thank you for being here. Along with, we have members of the WSU Tech Advisory Board and also the WSU Tech Foundation Board with us today. I also just want to thank all of you that are here, community leaders, industry leaders, educators, for your support. We would not be standing here today without that. And a special thank you to the team members of Boeing and WSU Tech who have gotten us to the place today to have this announcement. At WSU Tech, I often talk about a three-legged stool, and that is when education, industry, and government work together. When those three are aligned, we can do things that none of us could accomplish alone. We can respond faster, we can build stronger systems, and most importantly, we can create opportunities for people. The building we are standing in today is evidence of that. That is how the National Center for Aviation Training was born. And that's what today is about. What makes this moment especially meaningful to me is that this idea really began with a conversation. During Kelly Ortberg's first week as CEO of Boeing, at the invitation of Senator Moran, he made the choice to come to Wichita and visit the National Center for Aviation Training. He could have gone a lot of places in those first few days, but he came here. We walked our labs, we watched the students, he saw the kinds of hands-on training happening every day at WSU Tech. And during that visit, we had a real conversation about what could be possible. We talked about aerospace, we talked about workforce, we talked about education. Not in a theoretical way, but in a very practical way. As Boeing continues to increase production now that they're back home in Wichita, our role at WSU Tech is to create a work-ready pipeline of talent that can meet the industry needs of today and grow with their needs of tomorrow. That conversation that I had with Kelly Ortberg, I believe, helped shape the vision for the Boeing Workforce Training Center. This center brings together the strengths of both organizations. Boeing knows the work. They know the standards, the pace, and the expectations of aerospace manufacturing. WSU Tech knows how to build training that is hands-on, responsive, and connected to industry. So together we are re-envisioning what talent development can look like. And for Wichita, That matters. We are the air capital of the world, not because of one company, one college, or a moment in time. We hold that title because generations of people have been willing to build, train, partner, and invest in what comes next. Today is a part of that next chapter. To Boeing, thank you so much for your partnership, your trust, your belief in the work that we do. We are so proud to stand shoulder to shoulder with you, and we are ready to help you build the workforce that will carry aerospace forward in Wichita and across this nation. Now, I'd like to invite someone who brings a firsthand perspective on this work and what it means for Boeing Wichita. Please join me in welcoming Boeing Frontline Manager, my colleague and my friend, Jeff Taylor.
Okay. Get myself ready here. Good morning. Thank you for having me today. This is a surreal moment for me. I was a 19-year-old kid when I walked in the aviation industry. And if there's one thing the aviation industry has taught me, it's that the right tools, skills, expertise, and teamwork is the foundation of success. Over the last decade, I've worn many hats: mechanic, manager, and technical trainer. Each role taught me new skills and broadened my perspective. But one lesson stands out, and that success comes when teams are equipped to thrive. At Boeing, I'm surrounded by innovation, industry expertise, and problem solving every day. We are proud to be experts in our craft. In WSU Tech, instructors, they're experts in theirs. I've witnessed firsthand the ability to build skills and empower students, setting them up for meaningful opportunities. This partnership between Boeing and WSU Tech is about more than making planes. It's about building people and changing people's destiny, as it changed my destiny when I first walked into an aircraft factory as a 19-year-old kid. Together, we're preparing a workforce equipped for the challenges of tomorrow. The speakers before me have all said, this is the aircraft capital of the world. Absolutely. Every week when I meet the new employees that come into our organization on Friday, that's the one thing I say. When you put this badge on, it represents this community, this region, and this state. The trainees will leave with confidence that lasts a lifetime, creating ripple effects far beyond the hallways of this college and our facility. It's about our community. The people that work at Boeing and WSU Tech, they love this community. And once again, I'm gonna say it just like everyone else, we are the aircraft capital of the world. No one can take that title from us, because they try, but they can't take that title from us. I care deeply about the people of Boeing, Wichita, which are my friends, my teammates, but my community. This is who we are. This is in our DNA. That's why I believe so strongly in this partnership. It's not just about today, it's about securing a brighter future for generations to come and training the next generation of aircraft builders, engineers, logistics, everything that we do in our facilities. But this is also personal for me today. 16 years ago, I sat in a conference room at East High School with Dr. Utash. And she hired me to be a technical trainer. She said, where do you want to go be an instructor? Cessna or Spirit? I said, Spirit. What I didn't know that day is that that opportunity that she gave me ignited a passion that I never knew I had for employee development. And once again, changing people's destiny as mine was changed. So Dr. Utash, I appreciate that. I had no idea that I was that person. And here it is 16 years later, and here we are in the same room today. So thank you for having me today. And I look forward to this partnership and, moving and training the next generation of aircraft employees. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Jeff. You can see the passion, the excitement, the partnership. Thank you. We've got so many great leaders in our team. I'm going to introduce two more. I'd like to also introduce Adam Pogue, who's our Director of Manufacture and Site Services, who is along with Rocky Glenn, and Jeff Black, no relation, but they are the architects of this collaboration with Dr. Utash's team. So thank you, Jeff. Thank you, team. Thank you to all our speakers. The Boeing Workforce Training Center represents more than a new facility. It's a commitment. It's a commitment to our people, to this community, and to the future of aerospace in Wichita. By partnering with WSU Tech, we're creating a training model, a model that we believe will align with our production environment. We will simulate our production environment, and will strengthen our ability to develop the skilled workforce we need to deliver safe, quality airplanes to our customers. This investment reinforces Wichita's position as a leading aerospace hub, the air capital of the world, and supports long-term growth of our operations here. To our elected officials, our community partners, and WSU Tech leadership, thank you for your support and collaboration. To our employees, this investment is for you. Thank you for your dedication and the work you do every single day. We look forward to seeing this partnership take shape and the impact it will have for years to come. Thank you all for being here. Thank you.